reunion time, and I'm like super excited. I don't know what to really expect.
So what do you think along?
I think you're gonna behave yourself and be nice.
Why it gotta be me?
Because listen, ma'am, it do be your mouth now. It don't be anybody else now.
It's your girl Joycie Jay, and I will be hosting the Real Sister First show reunion. I see it was 9 of y'all. Now it's down to 6. What happened?
Honestly, they just couldn't keep up, but we made a way to be present to record, and they didn't do that, so they couldn't hang. Period. Goodbye. Bye.
Have to get into mental health.
From the conversation that me and my person had, it showed me that a lot of stuff I lack in a friendship.
What do I have to do with you? Sorry.
Because I don't express shit to y'all.
Very few people I feel like I can open up to.
Be specific. Can we get some names? Because who is the people?
No, we all are not doing no names. Chanel say how she feel with. No, why does it be that way? Why does it have to be that way?
Mom came to one of the episodes was Molly coming to my house and was talking about mental health, and then I was talking about how I relate to fucking Raven and all this other stuff. And I'm like, I feel like people, which Jazz has told me that I was an outsider, because everybody that besides me have been around each other and been filming and been doing this longer than I have. I just came in.
So you spoke about co-parenting on episode 1. How's everything been?
Everything is everything. It's still what it's supposed to be. And we have a daughter to raise, so we're gonna have to get through it. So we have a bumps in the road, but that's just co-parenting.
And how's things going with his family? Are you guys on speaking terms?
I love his family. We still on speaking terms. They come get her. I talk to them all the time. They have kids as well, and they're my daughter's family. So we have sleepovers and they FaceTime all the time. So they're part of my extended family as well.
That's good. That's good. Now, Raven, Molly, and Riri. Okay, now you guys recently did a video shoot, and we gotta talk about what happened at this shoot, y'all. What happened?
I think the shoot, it went good. It went good until, we actually left. And I could be a woman and say that's on me. Because before we got there, I let them know, like, hey, let me know when I start doing too much as far as my driving. You know what I'm saying? So, they did just that, and I couldn't take it. I just couldn't take the heat. Like that. And yeah, so.
And let me just ask you, looking back at that situation, how does it make you feel?
It made me feel bad for acting like that towards my girl. You feel me? And I should have never, came out of my body and did, just too much.
I understood her. I come from a family, it's 2 sides of us. We got the rich, sophisticated, church-going side, and then we got the hood, alcoholic side. So, not to call her an alcoholic or anything, but I understood her more than anybody did. So when she told me, it was like, hey, and I'm sorry, like, on our way there, she was driving the same way, but we were sober. That was the difference. She driving in and out of traffic. I love that fast driving because that's how I drive. So I'm like, cool, let's ride this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. But when we got intoxicated, and I knew for a fact that I was intoxicated, and she was like, hey, if I start, driving too crazy or anything, let me know. And then I slow down. When me and Riri didn't even say shit. No shade. But I was like, hey, you slow down. You know what I'm saying? You're doing too much. She like, bitch, I'm the fuck, you get the fuck out. Woo, woo. And I still didn't take offense. When she put her hand around my neck and gave me a little jerk, I still didn't take no offense because I come from a family, and it shouldn't be acceptable, but I'm one of the people that understands that. She's not in her right mind. She's passionate about what she's talking about because in her mind, as she's driving, she's doing nothing wrong. And it's not, when you're intoxicated, you can't always take somebody telling you, oh, you're driving wrong because you're going to put up that wall. So I took that. A lot of people in the comments and our fans was like, oh, I would have did it, I would have did that. And even looking back and watching the episodes and the way I was talking, I didn't like that. It was tacky, it was ghetto. We all want to be boss, classy ass bitches, and then we turn around and do crazy ass ghetto ass shit. But we got to go to a realization of like, okay, we're not perfect. We can be bosses and still be tacky. We can be bosses and still do dumb ass shit. But the real thing is, can we come back together and forgive each other and love each other through our flaws and through our situations? And me and Raven, to this day, that's my go-to. Her. All of them are go-to. Because that's what they know. Molly gonna come and turn up. We're gonna have a good time. Whether I'm drunk, whether we driving crazy or nothing, we all got each other back. Yeah, we did a lot on stage, but at the end of the day, we all got each other's back. For real. And that's just real talk. And I love you and I thank you for being a woman. And accepting that and acknowledging that. A lot of women don't acknowledge their fuck-ups. And you can honestly say on camera, on stage, and say, I was the problem. And I should never did that. And I respect you for that because everybody can do that. And I love you and I love all of y'all.
So there was a little bathroom altercation with Jazz and Molly. Let's talk about it. Jazz, how did that make you feel?
If everything is about to say clearly, everybody attacked. So.
No, I'm different. No, Jazz.
I say Jazz, if we
I'm different. I'm built different. You know I'm built different. I'm not gonna take everything to extent. I'm not gonna be all like I'm not gonna do that.
Because we was already arguing when I was doing the confession.
No.
Yes, we was.
Well, Jazz, I'm telling you right now, right here, whatever you say and however you feel,
How about
I'm gonna
Molly? Can
respect
you go
that.
first?
But I want to get this understood. Everybody gotta understand that my opinion, their opinion is different, and it's okay to be different. Just because you view this situation differently and I view this situation differently does not make it wrong. And that's our problem right now. We feel like because I got an opinion, she got an opinion, anybody got an opinion, that is wrong. No. At the time of the matter is, you had your opinion because you viewed it on your side. I viewed it on my side, and that's okay. That's okay. You have your opinion, I have mine. I don't want to be arguing with my sisters that I call my real sisters and argue with them because they don't feel the same way I felt. If she felt like the night went this way, okay, cool. If I felt like the night went that way, okay, cool. Let's come to a common ground, which we already did because we've been around each other since then, and we've been okay. So let's continue to be okay. So what I'm saying is, we can talk about it and still be okay. Even if we have a debate, because it's not an argument, it's a debate. And it's not even a debate, because a debate, somebody got to win. So it's basically a conversation. This is how I felt at this moment, and this is how I felt at this moment. Let's say sorry to each other, let's understand each other, and move the fuck on.
Everybody already know I'm always the one that talk things out. But right now, I just don't have nothing more to say. I just really don't. Because at the end of the day, I feel like the situation still is not gonna get squashed in this little bit of time. It's not nothing that's gonna be.
It can't be squashed.
And cutting me off. Am I talking? I sat here and let you talk, and I didn't cut you off. So this is what they do to me. But let me play victim now. Now let me.
I'm sorry.
Let me do it.
I'm not getting loud. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not saying you're not getting loud. I'm just saying, like, I'm always the voice of reason all the time. Anytime anybody get into it, like, realistically, they'll respect me and they'll still film their scenes, regardless of what show it is. But other than that, like, I mean, as far as the bathroom scene, me and Molly, we had a few different conversations. I don't even know if she remember every single one. But that was shady.
I remember everything, but then
You remember our shade? Do you remember our? You feel like it's shade, but no shade. I'm not throwing shade. Do you remember the conversation that we had in the car after I threw the plate out the window?
I be reminded me, yes.
But see, after I reminded you, so how am I throwing shade when you just admitted to the after I reminded you?
Because
Let
we
me
talk
finish.
about so much stuff,
Okay.
Jazz. Just like today. I didn't remember that thing. You said, I've been talking about this for months. And none of us, don't put it on me, everybody didn't know what. I'm just saying, you saying that, oh, if I remember it. The thing is, everybody in the group had the same reaction. What time it was.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to cut you off. But I was talking, and I think you're talking enough. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm just trying to get my point across. I'm just being honest.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, when I said that, do you remember it? Because sometimes you do be drinking Molly and you don't remember everything, and you know that. So that's the honesty. It's not no shade. It's just you just said that. You turn up. You know, when you get drunk, sometimes you don't remember everything that's said. Like the whole night, you don't remember that night. I'm always damn near sober. I'm rarely drinking. So I remember a lot of the stuff when it comes down to details and me talking to people that I care about, because I remember like little details. That's what I do. You know, even when it comes down to filming, when I put the scenes together, it be little details. I'm very detail oriented. Now, is my memory bad sometimes? Absolutely. That's what shit I don't give a fuck about. But with people that I care about, and if we have a conversation that is a meaningful conversation, I'm gonna remember damn near everything that you said verbatim. But we gotta record it, so it don't even matter if you remember it or not. It's recorded. But all
that's what friends
all I was
are.
saying was in the bathroom. Right or wrong. Am I? You see what I'm saying? They cut me off, so that's why I just shut up. And that's just that.
No, keep going.
No, because people cut me off, but when Chanel say that people cut her off, I asked you a question, you answered it, and that was it. But when somebody if I cut Chanel off, don't they point that shit out? They point that shit out when I cut Chanel off. But every time I'm cut out, nobody points it off.
Molly and Chanel. No, actually, for Bama and Molly. Now, y'all fuck the same nigga. Okay, we gotta talk about this. And also, Molly thought it was funny, and Bama, you got mad about it. So, Molly, I got a question for you. Was it funny knowing that you and Bama had sex at the same time?
You know what? Honestly, I'm gonna start out with this. I love Bama because Bama know how to. Me and Bama became aces. We call each other ace because we understand each other more. We might get into a fight, argue, but we know how to come back to common ground. So no, it was not funny that we fucked the same nigga. But while she was crying, that was hilarious. Cause bitch, you know him for all of a week.
Yeah.
And Chanel living like, you know, that shit was just I'm just like, girl, like, why are you doing all of that? Like, this is and if y'all look at this nigga, I'm not gonna give him no power. I ain't gonna give him no clout. So I'm not gonna say his name. But if y'all gonna look this nigga up and see who he is, he's a has-been. He's a fucking nobody. Like, and you know, but that's what I feel like genuine friendships is from, because we got over that. We had sex with the same nigga. And we laughed about it. Like, after we filmed that and I went back and looked at the episode, I can honestly say I am so sorry, because it seemed like I was taking up for that nigga though.
Oh, no.
You had a valid point. And you was like,
you said he was a bad, like, bitch, a bad.
no, he was. I'm not apologizing for that.
Oh.
He was a vibe.
Well,
I'm a grown ass woman, but I will apologize because a lot of things that you said and you pinpointed, you were absolutely right. And I was playing defense on his side instead of your side. So I will look you in your face and tell you, I apologize because I love you. I love you. That was a fuck. That was a vibe. That was that. I won't apologize for the vibe, but I will apologize for the fact that I did take up for him instead of taking up for you. So I will apologize for that fact. I will do that. But the nigga, I ain't gonna lie, he was a vibe. If he fucked you, or anybody on the stage, the way the nigga was coming, everybody would have said like, oh, he's a vibe. Because he is. And even when she told me, that's why I was trying to explain to my ladies. In the episode, she said, shut the fuck up. I ain't like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Who the fuck you talk so good? I said, oh, okay. I shut the fuck up because I feel like this. It's a time to do shit. And you gotta understand, like, how she did. She had every right to tell me to shut the fuck up because she was emotional. She felt a vibe with this nigga. She felt the connection. So for her ace to say, oh, he was a vibe, she felt some type of way. So in that moment, I shut the fuck up.
Now let me ask you, why was he such a vibe for you?
Oh, baby. Dick was sleeping. And no, I didn't fuck him the first time. No, wait. So okay, let's take out the sex.
She's speaking for both of us.
Yeah, exactly right. So take out the
Please
sex.
come back to me.
Okay. Well, you asked me a question. So take out the sex. Regardless of the sex, he was the type of guy who knew how to open up the door, make sure you walk on the right side of the street, wake you up, breakfast, make sure that you get all the essentials you need to be fresh for the next day. That's how he treated me. So,
luxury.
no shade. You feel me? So he was a vibe. You know, whenever I woke up, I felt like everything was heading me right to me.
Period.
So he was a fucking vibe. You know, no shade, he was a vibe. And that's what he was. And that was before I had sex with him. Now, when the sex came,
How many days you spent with the nigga?
3. The first 2 we ain't had sex, and the last day we had sex, and that's when he was like, "Oh, I think I know the real sister." And it didn't dawn on me. It didn't dawn on me. Listen, everybody different. It didn't dawn on me to that day to be like, "Damn, when I'm finally getting you pussy, you telling me you know my girl." We got several videos, pictures, and everything together. So you ain't do that. You wanted to get back on her. But in that moment, I didn't realize that. But when I started to sit and watch the episode, I'm like, this motherfucker really had one up over me. You feel me? And I'm woman enough to admit that. Because at that moment, leaving his house, coming there, because I wasn't going to come. She like, y'all got it. I'm like, I ain't got to deal with none of these bitches. But I need none of these bitches. I don't give a fuck. But I love y'all. So he was telling me, like, go. Just go. You know what I'm saying? Talk it out, woo-woo. But he was being messy. Now that I'm looking back at it now. Because ain't nobody on this mother... I don't know what he's still doing. Because bitch, I don't get right.
So, Bama, let's get into your feelings. Just knowing all this.
Baby, let me tell you something. This shit was a year ago.
Was it a year?
Yeah, I'm 7 months into a heavy relationship.
Yes.
I have no comment. And whatever fuck that nigga thought he was doing, he didn't do.
He did it because he
And
still...
I'm right at that. It's, you know, some niggas, some boys out there, they really do try to break relationships and friendships up. And it's sad because some relationships, friendships, women friendships, they get broken up over a man. But I could never in my life let a piece of dick. I don't give a fuck how bad I was crying, how sad I was. Break me and my friend up because we've been through so much shit already. She been there at my lowest and my highest, and it would be kind of selfish of me to say, girl, you fuck the same nigga. Girl, and so what? It was good. It is.
It's her babe. That's my babe. Fuck that nigga.
Now you're getting.
Yeah. Oh, happy.
Right.
Happy.
Glowing.
Yeah, period. Ass fat.
That's where you put the.
Bama and Raven, I know you guys recently had a little dispute. Raven, let's get into it.
I think it was like a real big misunderstanding that went completely left between me and Bam. It shouldn't even have went the way that it went. Another too intoxicated Raven moment, just to say the least, you know. And I took out emotions on Bam, and it went completely left. And to me personally, I didn't like express how I really felt like about it until recently, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, we did have a talk about it afterwards or whatever, but I don't think that talk really was enough. I don't think that talk was long enough for us to really have. Because me and Dan, we could be adults about shit, we could talk our shit out, whatever the case is. It's just, like she was saying earlier, I pin shit up so deep and I just throw it out to the wall and I just sit back and smell it like it ain't shit. Like I don't give a fuck, like type shit. But in the day, it's eating me like inside. And yeah, it was just the way that it went down. I take full responsibility and accountability for what I was doing and shit like that. At the time, I'm feeling the type of way like, why are you, I'm like, talk to me nice, like, chill out, you know what I'm saying? And she aggressive, I'm aggressive. We two head-butted bitches. You know what I'm saying?
Damn Libra.
Yeah, that Libra, that's Sagittarius. So, you feel me? I got too much fire in my chart. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
the transparency.
absolutely.
So, Bama, how does that make you feel just knowing that?
One, I want to apologize for how that whole night went down.
Me too, baby.
It should have never. That night should have never went like that. And I will take responsibility. I'm an aggressor. Oh my God. And I've never really realized that I was like that until like I really had somebody break it down to me, like, bro, like when you get mad, you get aggressive, and you don't communicate how you feel before you get like this. So therefore, like, it's gonna lead to trouble. And although I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna say it every time, I would do anything to save your life. I would do anything to save your life. I would do anything to save anybody's life. But that doesn't mean I did it the right way. And I love you. I love Prince. And I would never, ever, ever, ever let a situation get out of hand like that again. But bitch, next time you get on Snapchat talking that shit, bitch, I'm gonna be at whatever apartment, ready, like, bitch, what's up?
I'm ready to whole house.
Oh, wherever you stay at, whole house. Wherever you stay at, Raymond, what's up? Like, come on, like, 'cause I feel like no bullshit, as women, as sisters, like, we've known each other for so long, we gotta be better than that. Like, this shit, be honest with y'all, this shit that's going on this stage, that shit childish, and this shit got something to do with personal issues that need to be resolved before we film whatever we finna film next. Because we can't keep going like this. We got so much potential. We got so much love. We got so much to offer to each other. Everybody on this stage has something to offer. And for us to sit up here and bicker and to fight and to tear each other apart like this, bro, it's not right. It's too much going on in the world for us to be like this. And I'm looking at every single last one of us and myself. Because we take stuff personal. We make assumptions, bro. We do this shit. Not only because it's everything that's going on, but because we dealing with interpersonal shit that we don't open up about, and we take everything that we going through out on each other. And I have to admit, sometimes I be going through shit. I done took it out on you. I should have took it out on you, Tiana. That night that me and you got into it, I did, and I looked at it as an outlet, and it was not fair to y'all, and I apologize for that. I apologize from the bottom of my heart. I apologize, and I will be better at that. But I need y'all to sit up here and commit to being better people y'all selves, being the better you, the best you, bro, the best you.
And honestly, sisters gonna get into it. I have 5 sisters. 5 sisters. We get into it like cats and dogs. I got permanent scars on my face, beyond makeup, from my blood sisters. So at the end of the day, it's okay to have different opinions, and we gonna fuck it. We gonna throw hands, we gonna argue, we gonna do that. But what tests our loyalty and our sisterhood is if we can come back from it.
Let me tell you something.
We gonna fight.
On some real shit, I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. Y'all probably thought me and my sister were best friends. Me and my sister did not have a relationship for 2020. She has been on earth for 21 years. Not even 21, 19 years. It took for her to lose her niece for me to get close to my sister. You never want to be sitting up here trying to fill a void because y'all lost something. Let me tell you something. I went days without talking to my sister. I felt like I did not know my sister. I did not talk to my sister. I didn't have shit to do with my sister until we lost that baby. So let me tell y'all something. Do not wait until it's too late. Y'all need to sit down and y'all need to have a conversation. Because that shit will eat y'all up alive. Because it ate me up for years. That I did not have a sister. And it took for us to lose a whole human being, bro. A whole human being. For me to sit up here and ask her, what can I do to be a better sister? Because I never realized how much she was hurting. And y'all are hurting right now. Y'all would sit on this stage and y'all act like y'all know, but y'all hurting so bad. And I done seen it. Because I went through it. Me and my sister, we grew up together. We was homeless together. I still didn't know my sister. And I'm still trying to build that bond. All because we lost something. We lost something that it didn't fix us. But it made us better. So I'm telling y'all right now, y'all gotta figure the fuck out, because the world is going crazy right now. All we got is each other. All we got is each other. So I'm telling y'all, whatever beef y'all feel like y'all got with me, however y'all feel amongst me, any of that, please knock it out the window. Because I don't know when my last day gonna be. I don't know when y'all last day gonna be. So pray about it. Ask God to forgive y'all for these evil thoughts or whatever the case may be, but make that shit right between y'all. Because all y'all got is each other, bro.
And Bama, just round of applause to you for even just taking the floor to be so transparent with emotions and feelings, because as women, we're all women up here. We're all emotional beings. And it's so normal to cry. You know, I'm crying listening to everyone's story.
It's not normal.
It's
It's
emotion.
okay to cry.
It's
It's
emotion.
okay, but it's not normal to cry nowadays. When you cry nowadays, you seem like you weak. You seem like you soft. You seem like it's not normal for women. That's why we so alpha. Because, and we not submissive women. We are thriving in our masculinity because it's not okay to cry no more. So I get what you're saying. Like, applaud to Bam for being in her femininity and being like, okay, it's okay to cry on camera, on stage, and really expressing herself, because nowadays it's not okay. They think you weak for crying. They think that you soft for crying or whatever the case may be. And this is like, it's healthy to cry. When you hold that shit in, you become insane. You become mental. You become angry. You become defensive. You become a bitter person. You become somebody that you don't need to be. It's okay to cry and get your emotion off.
It's so okay to cry.
And it should be okay.
Well, what I want to say is, going back on what she said, which I understand, because that's where I be trying to come from. I be trying to let her understand how I feel, and I want her to understand. I want to understand how she feels too. But if I'm sitting here telling you how I feel, don't knock me down. If I'm crying, don't sit here and be like, oh, you weak, or you this, or you that. Whatever word however you want to put it, it still makes me feel the same way. So I'm coming to you and I'm telling you I want to fix it, because I don't feel like we ever had a relationship. I am a hugger, I love you, this and that. I know you're not that person. I'm asking you, can you be that person? I've always needed you. You don't have mommy. I don't have nobody else. Who else I'm gonna have? Nobody. So I'm sitting here, I don't have nobody. I know what you do for me. I don't need you to tell me, but if I'm sitting here telling you I express myself in this way, I can't do this, but I can do this. I can't do everything you're doing, but I'm gonna try to do this. I'm gonna do what I can, and I feel like, why is that not appreciated? Because you're not the only person that makes me feel like I'm basically shit. Even though I'm trying to get up here, I'm trying to get this, I'm trying to do this. I have a daughter and I'm down here, and what am I supposed to do? I'm trying to pick myself out of my depression and do what the fuck I can, but I can't when people just steady knocking me the fuck down, back down here. And I'm going right back down to where the fuck I was. But it is what it is, because, oh, you weak, you crying, you got this because I did this, I did that. Everybody is not built the same. Everybody is different. Everybody gonna do what they need to do to get back up here. They're not gonna do it the same way you did it. So why are you knocking somebody down because they doing it this way, but yet they're still asking you, hey, I need help. I'm fucked up. I need somebody to help me. I don't have nobody else. I don't have nobody to talk to. I feel like I can't talk to nobody, because what you gonna do when I do talk to you? Knock me right the fuck back down. So why not just stay to yourself? So what happens if I did go right there? Y'all don't even hear from me no fucking more. Then what? Did you check your location? Just don't check my location. What if I don't mean nothing?
Well, I just want to know, I told y'all I was nervous. I don't know what this is going to do. But I love every single last one of y'all so much. As I was 16, and I didn't have nowhere to go. I had my baby. She let me in. She barely even knew me. She let me in. And took care of me and my baby. My baby still called her Joycie Jay. She called her son Mocha, which is my name.
Right.
I used to sleep. Literally, I didn't have to. I could have slept and pulled out the couch, but I used to sleep underneath the table. I don't know why the hell I did that. I just did. And I created lifelong friendships from that, and sisterhoods, and it's nothing in the world that Giselle could not ask me for. Neither one of y'all that y'all could not ask me for that I wouldn't do, but Giselle was damn near my mama since I was 16. So I just wanted to say that. Ray, you know, we was in high school together. I watched when you had, we wasn't in the same high school, but we was in high school at the same time. Yeah, and I watched you graduate, have friends, you a raw ass model, you a raw ass mommy, you a good ass friend. I know you be proud of yourself. I know we all have like our own
get closer to you. I want you to know that you can always come to me and look at me as a big sister. All of us are big sisters we never had, because I know what it's like to not have people genuinely there for you. And I want to be there. Nell, you know I love you. You is my little emotional one. I always say that. But my son is Cancer, so I already know. You know what I'm saying? I love you deeply. Anything you ever ask me for, if I can, I'm always gonna come through. If you need me to, I love the kids. I'm the oldest of 10, so if you need me to get some better, she gonna fit right in. I'm gonna notice that she eats up here. You know what I'm saying? So
Maybe babysit your kid. I'm just not gonna rub you down.
it's not. She was taking care
Your
of
mom,
Your must have badasses, but
She's straight.
She's
Yeah.
straight. You know what I'm saying? I love you deeply. I never look at you as like you was just now coming in. I'm not telling all my business. I'm probably most transparent. All the tea. Y'all, listen. What you said this. Yes, I'm an open book. I've always been like that. And you can always come to me. I know we have our sidebars. I want us to get closer as well. We have to do it better with that. And I appreciate you for the friend you've been to me, giving my advice. Because you always be like, no, nah. But girl, you never listen. Girl, what the fuck you gonna say?
Well, remember she said bag. I'm like, girl, I ain't no bag. Get your ass back in here. You
Like,
definitely
you have your location, so I'm going to know where you at. You're not going to go missing. Mental health is very serious. I lost a very close friend from that, and I'm always there for you. Even just want to beg on me and say nothing, like just listen, I would just listen. I'm always going to tell you that, because I love you. I always listen to you. I'm getting to you next.
She's talking about the thing that.
Molly, bitch. Let me sit down.
Oh, okay. I thought this was a green.
Molly, when you first came around, you was the turn up instantly. Whatever, what y'all want to do, we doing it. What you got, what you need, I got you. But I love the hustle in you. I love the mom in you. I love the friend you are. You always come, even when I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear the real shit sometimes. I just want to be on my side. Just be on my side, bitch. Don't come in talking about nothing. But you don't always give it to me real. You give it to me raw. I am a little bit like, I say words really strongly. You never take offense to it. You always be like, T, that's not how I meant. You always explain it to me in what I understand. Y'all, all the sisters I never had, and Molly, I just feel like I could relate to her the most as far as like where we came from and where we headed, and we gave a lot. Damn, bitch. We argue every 3 business hours. I can't stand you. I cannot stand you, bitch, but I love you so bad. Like, I cannot live this life without you. Like, even when I feel like you're mad at me, I don't want you to be mad at me. I don't. I can't take it. I was like, no, please don't be mad at me. I love you dearly. Whenever you call me. Except yesterday, bitch. She wanted me. She called the response.
Girl, you trying to go outside.
No,
go outside. She say no.
She called me last fucking minute, G. I just got my curls done. I'm like, babe, I'm not trying to get my curls washed. Like, bitch, your curls not gonna fall. Yes, the fuck they is. Because she gonna have drinks poured all in them. It's gonna be fucked up. Wait till I see my shit after the video. Gonna go out. She's kind of fucked up. And I'm like, damn, I'm trying to call them. I need the rest and shit like that. She's like, girl, fuck you. You don't know what. This is the only time I ever told her no. She don't give a fuck. She want me to go out.
Oh, that's a screenshot you posted on Instagram.
Girl, fuck you. She's like, I'm gonna be sick next time. Like, no, fuck, she not. Yeah, I'm on my way.
Yeah, I'm thirsty. Ready.
Outside before I am. I'm outside.
Yeah, I'm already here.
Exactly. But I never want you to be mad at me. I love you dearly. We argue the most, but it's not really serious. I don't care. I don't care. We was arguing in Miami. We brought that up. And then in the car, which I didn't see.
Yeah, that's season 2, so don't do
Oh,
that.
But I did actually want to eat my ass.
She said you want to eat my ass. They dog ass arguing, finna fight face to face, spitting on each other's face. And this bitch ended like, you want to eat my ass. That'd be a good,
Y'all should cut that and put that for the next
do
video.
y'all know that most of a sister, you gotta beat to a motherfucker to fight or be like, can you eat my ass?
We gon' end it.
What I learned about myself is that I'm really bad at expressing myself. I'm like really terrible at it. Even like recently, I've been MIA on AS because I'm trying to gather myself together. I don't even know what to say, how to say it, and if I'm gonna say it the wrong way type thing. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate all these women though because she told me when we had this conversation after that Snapchat thing went down or whatever, she like, y'all bitches need to learn how to talk to each other. I don't know how to talk to people. I know how to talk to people, but when I'm like whatever, I don't know how to talk to people, and that's something that they have taught me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm even still learning to this day to run it back like, hey, I'm apologizing right now, in the moment, not 2 weeks, month year later, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing it right now because I know it's right now. I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? So they helped me realize that I'm still fighting my demons, but they here to help my demons come down.
Well, ladies, shout out to you guys.
Just real quick. So I didn't get a chance to really talk about much because I was constantly being cut off. But I will say that I've dealt with depression. I have postpartum depression. My kids are teenagers, and I dealt with it for a long time. Never really had help from anybody or anybody's support, no family. I've tried committing suicide several times, even on the conversation where we were all on the phone when I was telling them about their communication, because I do work on my communication. I know my triggers because of the stuff that I've been through. So I know how deep it can get. So this is like one of the conversations where she was saying, like, I want her to start expressing herself more because we're here for her. I wanted to talk more about like my body dysmorphia, but I didn't get a chance to discuss that. At this point, what I can say that I learned about myself is I know my triggers. Like, I wanted to apologize to Molly because people didn't even know that the argument in the bathroom like 5 days before, or matter of fact, the day before, me and my son was robbed at gunpoint. So I was already triggered, so people didn't even know like what I was working off of. So everything going wrong, I just got robbed at gunpoint, so I'm already having PTSD about being outside, and I'm pushing myself to still film, or even when I'm in the first scene. Even when I'm in the first scene talking to y'all, people don't even know that I had just had my implants rejected and I'm leaking fluids, and I'm still pushing through the film. So people never really, like, I'm always really, really strong, so people don't really see my moments when I'm like really breaking down. Sometimes I might call certain people, like it's times when I had situations happen, I might call Ray, and I'm like, Ray, I can't talk to nobody else. I'm like, this is going on. I'm like, Ray, I just need a hug. And I'll pull up and I'll ask for a hug. Like, am I a hugger? No. Molly brought that up to me. She was like, Jan, you never say you love us and you never hug us. But somebody who don't know love can't really show up in that way. Like, I left home when I was 17, you know what I'm saying? So that's why when T was like, I don't have nowhere to go, when she was going through the domestic violence situation, I went through domestic violence, I had just got away from my kid's father, and I'm like, you can come, like, I don't care, like, you know what I'm saying? And you just read people's spirits, and we've been locked in ever since. And I just really hate the narrative that's being painted that I'm this person who put people down, because everybody around me, I always build them up. And that's the only thing that I don't want nobody to buy me stuff. I get my own money. But at least appreciate the stuff that I do for you, because I don't have to. Because if I start showing my selfish self, which I'm not, it's going to be a person that people don't like. Because I'm not selfish. I do whatever. Man, listen, I give motherfuckers a shirt off my back. I don't give a fuck. If we got one piece of bread, we splitting that bitch how many ways? That's how I am. So for somebody to sit up here and pay me as this person that I'm not, it really is really fucking with me, and I'm sorry. And that's all I really got to say, because that's not me. And motherfuckers can vouch that that's not me, because I always do everything. I can have motherfucking $10 in my motherfucking account and overdraft that bitch $20. Fuck is you talking about? I'm that person. So for motherfuckers to say that I put them down, I never, even when Molly, we just had this conversation and you just said, but I'm not that girl. But I said, but Molly, you is that girl.
Yeah.
I always boost people up. Always. And I don't like that shit, and that's just that.
Ladies, I want to thank you guys for giving me your time, for being transparent on this floor. You girls are the real sisters. Y'all gotta get into the real sisters, man. So look, stay tuned.